Hi, this is Sienna from Divine Black Feminine, and welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this Lionsgate portal reading. Today I will be channeling some messages from the goddess Sekhmet. I'm going to try to tap into her energy. I started working with Sekhmet in January when I did a full moon ceremony centered around her. So I did a womb meditation with Sekhmet and brought her energy into my being. And since then I've been working with her. My grandma, she also gave me a Sekhmet statue not too long ago, so that was really nice. So yeah, I used that to give her offerings and to work with her and vibe with her energy with my witchy practice. Okay, so because it's the Lionsgate portal, I thought it would be great to channel her energy today, to bring in this very lioness, goddess, warrior energy. Okay, so Sekhmet is a warrior goddess. She's also considered a dark goddess as well. So in her myth, she was sent down by Ra, the sun god, to punish the people of Egypt because they were disrespecting Ra. So yeah, with that, she did go on a bloody rampage. She did kill a lot of people. And in order to calm Sekhmet down, because she wouldn't stop her bloody rampage, the sun god Ra had to pour beer into the Nile river, and he had to dye it red so that she would think that the river was blood. So when she drank the blood, she actually got drunk because it was full of beer, and then she calmed down and she became a healing goddess. Okay, so yes, her myth is definitely very bloody. It's definitely very intense. But what the myth of Sekhmet shows us is that we all have the power to transmute darker energies into healing energies. Okay, because yeah, a lot of darkness and chaos was going on in Egypt, and Sekhmet had to come down and kind of kill off that energy. She had to transmute that energy and then rebirth Egypt into this healing light, I'm hearing. Okay, she had to rebirth it into a more healing energy. Okay, so yeah, Sekhmet is, because of her myth, I believe she's a goddess of rebirth. She's definitely a dark goddess, because dark goddesses are all about having us face our shadow side so that we can integrate them and transmute, energy from our shadows into more positive energy. So that's what I believe that Sekhmet does. And I believe that's really going to be the vibe of this Lionsgate portal. Okay, so the Lionsgate portal is really special. It happens every Leo season on August 8th. And it's when the star Sirius, okay, aligns with the sun. Okay, and yeah, because the sun is in Leo right now, that's where it gets its name from, because Leo is associated with the lion, so it's called the Lionsgate portal. And I also believe that this star Sirius is also in alignment with Orion's belt as well. And Orion definitely carries a certain warrior energy too. So yeah, I'm really feeling, this warrior goddess vibe, coming up, in our spaces right now. Okay, so I really want to help you guys tap into this energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sekhmet's card, okay, on the screen right now for you guys. Okay, and I just want you to take a few deep breaths as you look at it. Okay, take a few deep breaths to drop into your body, drop into your womb if you have one, or your belly. Drop into your root center or your root chakra. And what you can do to ground yourself right now is you can imagine roots, from your womb space or your belly going down, down, down into the earth. And what you can also do to connect to Sekhmet's solar energy, because she is the daughter of Ra, she's definitely associated with the sun, You can imagine roots from your heart space going up into the sun to connect to her solar energy. So yeah, we'll take a few moments here to drop into her energy, to receive any messages from Sekhmet that we need to receive today for the Lionsgate portal. Okay, all right. So I hope that was very healing and relaxing for you guys. I also wanted to say a good crystal to work with for this Lionsgate portal is definitely lapis lazuli. Okay, and I got the vibe that we need to work with lapis lazuli because of Sekhmet. Okay, because lapis lazuli was a very important crystal in ancient Egypt. Okay, it was used to, strengthen psychic powers. It was believed that, yeah, if you use lapis lazuli, you would be able to connect to the spirit realms more. People used to put powdered lapis lazuli on their eyelids for makeup, for eyeshadow, because it was also associated with royalty as well. And lions in general, they're animals that are associated with royalty. So yeah, I feel like if we really want to tap into this very king or queen type of psychic energy, where we feel like we can be our badass spiritual selves, I feel like lapis lazuli is a good crystal to help you do that. Okay, so yeah, the Lionsgate portal is supposed to be a very auspicious day for manifestation. Okay, and in order to figure out what the best things to manifest are, after the Lionsgate portal, I feel like what can really help you do that is working with lapis lazuli. Okay, so you could even put a small piece of lapis lazuli on your third eye. Okay, I also have this lapis lazuli tile that I like to put on my womb space. Okay, so yeah, if you have a womb, if you do womb work, if you resonate with having an energetic womb, okay, you can put a lapis lazuli crystal on your womb to tap into that intuitive space too. And you can also put it on your heart space, okay, because Leo energy, lion energy, is very heart oriented. Okay, so yeah, in order to figure out where your soul is really leading you towards right now, it's really good to tap into that heart space. So I would definitely meditate with some lapis lazuli on your heart as well, in order to try to receive some messages from the divine, from the goddess Sekhmet, in order to tell you what your soul needs to fight for right now. Okay, where your soul is calling you towards, and how you can take action to get there. Okay, so yeah, I feel like if you guys work with lapis lazuli, it's really going to help strengthen your psychic abilities, so that you can receive any messages that you need to from the divine in order to manifest what you need to manifest. Okay, after the Lionsgate portal. All right, so yeah, I hope that was very useful for you guys. So now I'm going to start the reading. Okay, so I think what I want to ask first is, okay, so what message does Goddess Sekhmet have for us today? Okay, so let's ask that first. What message does Goddess Sekhmet have for us today? Okay, I definitely want to pick that one. Ooh, OMG. Wow, this relates to everything I just said. OMG. Okay, the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is a card all about, developing your psychic gifts, tapping into your psychic abilities, using them to, see the way forward, using them to study yourself, to do shadow work, okay, to do manifestation. The high priestess also relates to, spending time alone and meditation as well. So yeah, the high priestess, if we think about, I guess, yeah, someone who could be considered a high priestess today, like we would maybe think of nuns, okay? And nuns are, people who are very devoted to the divine. They spend a lot of time in isolation. And that's kind of what the high priestess calls us to do, okay? So during the Lionsgate portal, you guys are really being called by the goddess to spend some time alone, meditating, reflecting, and using your psychic abilities to see where you need to go, to see what your soul is calling you towards, okay? So after you take some time to meditate, you don't even have to do meditation, like anything related to spirituality that you use to see a path forward. So yeah, this relates to divination as well. So yeah, if you use tarot cards, oracle cards, runes, okay, you're really being called to use them for the Lionsgate portal, because that's really going to give you direction on what you need to manifest, okay? I'm hearing for the next 6 months, all right? So yeah, I mean, the year is about to close out. So yeah, it's really time to think about how we want to end the year, okay? And Goddess Sekhmet is really calling us to reflect on that, okay? Especially related to shadow work, because she's a dark goddess, okay? We need to think about what shadows we need to integrate so that, we can make room for more manifestations and abundance, okay? Because a lot of times, if we have shadows that we haven't integrated yet, those shadows can actually block our blessings, okay? Because we're not prepared to receive them, because we have lower, dense energy weighing us down. Okay, so because of that, like I said, Goddess Sekhmet is a goddess of transmuting energy, okay? And it's interesting because I feel like during this whole Leo season, I've just been getting the vibe to, work with smoky quartz like this whole time. And, smoky quartz is a crystal that transmutes energy, okay? It has dark and light, okay? It represents integrated shadows, okay? So I feel like that's what Sekhmet is really calling us towards. And the only way that we can really start to do that is by reflecting on ourselves, by journaling, by doing divination, by meditating, by taking some time alone to be in nature, okay, to really indulge in our spiritual practice or our witchcraft practice, okay. So yeah, it's really time to do that. So yeah, the message is definitely clear here. Definitely spend some time alone before the Lionsgate portal so that you can see what you really need to manifest going forward. All right, amazing, perfect. All right, so let's see what things, I'm going to ask, what things does Goddess Sekhmet want us to manifest? What things does Goddess Sekhmet want the collective to manifest right now? Okay, I'm going to pick this one. Ooh, a new start, a new creative start, okay? Because we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So yeah, manifestation power is definitely going to be heightened during the Lionsgate portal. Okay, so yeah, we want to think about any new creative ideas that we're having during this time, okay? Because those are going to be the things that are going to be important to manifest for the rest of the year, okay? So any creative idea that is really coming up right now, any creative, I don't know, like I'm hearing artistry. So yeah, any like art that you want to create, music, dance, singing, writing, okay, all of that stuff. And, in my last Leo season reading, I really got the vibe that, yeah, it was time to start being creative. It's time to start being creative during Leo season because you guys will really reap some results from it. Okay, so this is really the time to start, manifesting the fruits of this creativity in the physical world, okay? So this is going to be the first step to to manifesting the fruits of this creativity. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to see, you know, all of the rewards yet from your creative gifts, okay, or your creative ideas that you're having now. But if you do take some time to set some intentions related to creativity, this Lionsgate portal, you'll definitely get, I feel like, an intuitive hit about the next step related to it. Okay, something is definitely going to come in. Okay, but it's really time to take action related to your creativity, any creative ideas that you're having right now, because yeah, if you do that, the first steps to, you know, really implementing that creativity in the physical world, or reaping the benefits from that creativity, will reveal themselves to you. Okay, so that's really important. Awesome. All right, so let's get, what else do we need to hear right now? Okay, let me ask, what intuitive hits are we going to be getting during the Lionsgate portal? What intuitive hits are we going to be getting? All right, strength reversed. Wow. Okay, definitely a Leo card. Okay, so what I've been seeing, strength reversed, this card has been coming out for me a few times recently, but when I'm seeing this card, because yeah, it's also come out for some of my clients as well, I get the vibe of Venus retrograde immediately, okay, because strength is, you know, associated with Leo. So yeah, because it's reversed, that's telling me that, you know, we're dealing with some retrograde energy, okay, some shadow energy, okay. So yeah, when strength is reversed, there's a distortion around strength here. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this tells me too that you guys are pushing yourselves maybe too hard, especially when it comes to, you know, trying to connect with new people right now, because maybe you guys feel like you don't have enough connections related to your creativity, and you're beating yourselves up for it. You're not sure, you know, how to, yeah, like, really manifest your creative energy into the physical world. Like, I'm hearing push, like, where do you need to push out this creative energy into? And this could even give me this even gives me vibes about spells as well. Like, you're not sure, like, even with spell casting, like, what objects or what witchy tools you should push your energy into in order to manifest your creative desires. So yeah, because of that, it's really time to, you know, take some time to reflect. Okay, like I said with the high priestess, it's time to not do so much. Okay, because yeah, you don't want to burn yourselves out before the Lionsgate portal, because if you do that, then you're not going to have enough energy to spellcast or to manifest what you're trying to manifest creatively, okay? So yeah, that's why it's really important to take some time to rest, to take some time to meditate, and to use witchy tools in order to guide you right now, okay? Because I feel like with the retrogrades, I feel like a lot of our judgment right now is kind of clouded. You know, we may be in this like people pleasing energy right now too, because, you know, Venus retrograde is about, you know, our relationships, all types of relationships. So we may be feeling kind of distracted by that right now. So yeah, because of that, it's really time to really, yeah, take a moment to reflect on yourself, to spend some time alone. I'm hearing solitary, to be solitary, to not be around people, so that you're not taking in so many energies, okay, during the Lionsgate portal, because yeah, if you're taking in too many energies, that's going to affect your spell crafting, like I said before, and you're not going to be really focused during it if you are casting spells on the Lionsgate portal. So yeah, in order to be in the most focused state that you can be in, it's really time, like I said, to, you know, take some time to meditate on your own, to do divination on your own, so that you can, you know, have enough energy to spellcast and manifest during the portal. All right, awesome. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few oracle cards. So the first oracle card I'm going to pull is from the Osset Egyptian Oracle because, I was feeling the Egyptian vibes today with Sekhmet. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Ooh, Hathor, love and music. Okay, so Hathor is a goddess that is syncretized with Venus. So that is really interesting because, yeah, it is Venus retrograde. Okay, so Hathor in the Egyptian pantheon is the goddess of love, and she's also the goddess of music. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting the idea, the vibe that, yeah, if you are trying to manifest things around music, creating music, it's the time to do that. And if you want to manifest love, if you want to cast spells to bring love in, it's time to do that during the portal as well. Okay, and also if you are casting love spells, I'm getting the vibe that music will really help you, get into that manifesting energy that you need to be in. Okay, so yeah, put on your favorite music that really gets you into that, I guess, lovey-dovey or like seductive mode, okay? Because, yeah, if you are trying to manifest love, that's definitely going to be powerful for any love spell that you do. Okay. So yeah, I think this is also a reminder as well that if you are having some difficulties during Venus retrograde, to not worry so much because I'm hearing that love is going to be restored. Okay, Venus retrograde lasts 40 days. It ends on September 3rd, and I'm getting the vibe that you guys may be feeling a bit drained from all of the love life issues that you've been going through, but just know that those aren't going to last forever. Okay, love is always abundant. Love always comes in. Okay, and Hathor or Venus. I work with Aphrodite or Venus, okay, whatever you want to call her. And she is a very abundant goddess, okay? She's a very giving goddess in terms of love. So yeah, I feel like Hathor wants to teach us that, love is always around. Love is always abundant. We can always receive love throughout our lives, okay? Even though we do go through periods of lack in love, they don't last forever, okay? And that is Hathor's message, okay? So if you're really, ready to be in love, ready to find a love interest, definitely work with Hathor, definitely work with Aphrodite or Venus, okay, during the Lionsgate portal to try to bring love in, okay? So you can do that through making spell bottles with like rose quartz. I've done that sometimes. You can light a red candle. You can work with pink candles as well. You can work with crystals like rhodochrosite, strawberry quartz. Also, I'm trying to think of some other crystals that are good for love. You can even work with clear quartz if you don't have those other crystals because, clear quartz, you can program it to do anything. Okay. So yeah, really think about what tools you can use to manifest love during the Lionsgate portal, because yeah, I feel like they will really be beneficial for you guys. All right, and now I want to pull a card from the Starseed Oracle, okay, because, I got the vibe to pull from this because, the Syrian star is going to be in alignment with the sun. So let's get some Starseed energy here. Okay, so this says perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Okay, this is a message about love again for sure. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have been going through conflicts in love with love interests, know that there's something better. Okay, if you're in a relationship right now, I feel like this is telling you that you're just going through a rough patch and it's not going to last forever. Okay, you're going through a rough patch so that you can evolve, so that you can learn, and so that you can grow romantically. And if you are single right now, this is telling me that you need to stop worrying that you'll never find a partner, that you'll never find somebody to love, okay? Because at the end of the day, like I said, life is long, there's enough love to go around for everybody. There's like 7 billion people in the world, okay? So the probability of you finding love in life is very, very high, okay? So yeah, just because you're going through a period right now where you're reassessing things in love, or, you're feeling quite down about love, I feel like it's going to last during Venus retrograde, like that more uncomfortable energy. But, you know, after the retrograde, you know, stuff should feel a lot lighter, okay? So that's why I feel like this says perspective. Like, just know that during this retrograde, it's a time to reflect on love. It's a time to, you know, think about where we maybe could improve romantically in love. You know, how we can put ourselves out more in the dating world, you know, how we can choose better partners, how we can problem solve better with our partners, okay? So yeah, this is just kind of like a problem solving time where we have to reassess some things, but it doesn't mean that you guys will never find love or, you know, have a more stable connection, okay? All right, that was great. And now I want to pull one more card from the Ancestors and Angels deck. Okay, because I feel like we do need some ancient energy here. I was just getting that vibe because, yeah, I feel like I'm very tapped into the ancient Egyptian energy today. Okay, this says winter. Take care of your needs. Okay, again, um, this relates to the retrograde, okay? Because like I said, right now, stuff probably feels a bit dead in love. It probably feels like nothing is moving in love, that you're feeling very stuck. But even if you're going through a period where stuff is stagnant in love, you can still manifest, okay? You can still cast spells and bring that energy, you know, into your life. You know, it could take a few months to actually manifest. It might not manifest during the retrograde, but it still can, okay? So yeah, still call that love in, you know, still cast spells, work with candles, work with crystals, work with meditation, you know, try to connect with Venus or Aphrodite or Hathor or any other, you know, lover goddess or even God that you work with. Yeah, connect with them through visualization. Find a guided meditation on YouTube that can help you even tap into their energy if you have trouble visualizing, okay? But I'm really getting the vibe that it's really time to, yeah, talk to these love deities, okay? Because yeah, I sense that you guys really need a lot of guidance, and I really personally, I worked with Aphrodite when I was doing a womb healing course, and yeah, I just feel like I got a lot of messages about love when I was doing that really guided me towards, you know, where I needed to be, okay? So yeah, I feel like you guys should start tapping into lover goddess or God energy. So that you can get more guidance and love, and so that you can feel more powerful and not so powerless, okay? Because I'm really getting that vibe right now that you guys are feeling very powerless in love, and we don't need to feel that way because, like I said, you know, there's enough love to go around for just, yeah, infinity. I'm hearing infinity, okay? There's unlimited love in the world. Like, you know, there's 7 billion people, like I've said before. Okay, so try not to feel so hopeless. Try not to feel so powerless. I know it's hard sometimes, but you can find love, okay? And yeah, take some time to, even if you don't know how to cast spells, I will be doing some classes hopefully soon where I'm going to teach people how to cast spells, some, you know, cheap classes on my website. But if you don't know how to cast spells, I would go on YouTube, you know, search up, you know, some videos on how to spell cast, so that you can start manifesting the life that you want. Okay. So I'm sending everybody love for the Lionsgate portal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sending you guys all the love in the world, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye, everybody. Thank you.